Hello, Tishley. My name is Ugyen Galpo, and I'm from New York City. I'm making yet another video on Tibet. I also want to take this opportunity to let you guys know that my main aim and objective in making this video in English is that any non-Tibetan speaking people around the world who stands up for truth and who also supports the Tibetan cause will have some kind of access to any videos that is hard to come these days that would also talk about the suffering and oppression of the Tibetan people that goes unabated even to this day, ever since Tibet was occupied back in 1959. So today I'm making this video because I wanted to talk about a magazine. Probably this could also be one of your favorite magazine. It's called the National Geographic magazine. So just to give you a small a backdrop as to how I came across this magazine. As a kid growing up in school back in Darjeeling in Northeast India, when I went to the Tibetan refugee school, we used to have a small library, and during our school days we used to have a library period twice a week. Favorite time of the entire day would be to look forward to that period, and I would rush to the library to read my favorite National Geographic magazine. But the kind of access that we had to National Geographic at a very young age was truly enlightening, and that was also an era probably when in the early 80s, when National Geographic was pretty much true to their work, true to their roots, true to their foundation. And sadly, as we speak, starting from many decades on, that the credibility of the National Geographic magazine has been stained and has been compromised because, as we all know, that they have been heavily sold out to China. So today I'm making this video because a few days ago I stumbled upon eBay, and I was just looking through the old books on whatever books that they had in Tibet, and I stumbled upon the 1934 edition of the National Geographic magazine titled "The Flags of the World," and I'm going to show you this magazine. This is the magazine. It's called the National Geographic magazine, the September edition, titled "The Flags of the World." And back then, this magazine was only 50 cents. So you can imagine how old this magazine is. This is almost like 90, almost close to 90 years old. So the reason I'm showing you this magazine is because as the title aptly says, that is the flags of the world, right? The theme of the magazine is the flags of the world, and on as you can see that starting from page 378, it shows flags from Afghanistan to Argentina to Ethiopia to Tunisia to France. And then if you flip the page, from Germany, and if you flip the page, it also has, along with all the flags of the world, from Honduras to Italy to Hungary to Paraguay to Switzerland to USSR to Spain, in the middle is Tibet. So this magazine dates back to 1934, and clearly the National Geographic Society that took account of the boundaries, that took account of the atlases, that took account of the maps of the world, clearly recognized Tibet as an independent country that had their own national identity, that had their own national flag. So this is another historical document, another historical fact, that even though National Geographic Society might be sold to the lies of the CCP right now, but that one thing that they cannot erase is the old edition, the edition of truth that initially National Geographic Society built their credibility upon. From how I became a huge fan of National Geographic. So as we can see, and if I flip the page, it says, "Tibet, with its towering mountain of snow, before which stand two lions fighting for a flaming gem, The flag of Tibet is one of the most distinctive of the East. So it not only shows the flag of Tibet, it also gives you the description and the meaning of the flag of Tibet. So this magazine is extremely important and significant in the sense like it reinforces and re-emphasizes and cements the fact that Tibet was once a free, independent country. And up until 1911, when National Geographic came up with the Atlas of the World, and it clearly showed the Tibet as an independent country. I'm going to post the picture up there. Probably you can see that Tibet is shown as a independent country, independent of Chinese Communist rich. As you can see, Mongolia also is shown as an independent country. Tibet is an independent country, and that map clearly reinforces the fact of Tibet's being an independent country. So these are the historical facts. And up until the 19th and the 20th century, National Geography sticking by the true values and the ethics of the magazine, drew maps that were truthfully define the boundaries of the world. And up until 1980, when China was opening up to the world, and from the decade beginning from 1990, when China actually got the most favored nation status, and that's how the miraculous rise of Chinese economy to soar up to like a stratospheric height, and that's how their economic and political clout increased many fold, and because of which they had so much power, and there was so much clout that they were able to influence and buy magazines like National Geographic magazines, and they were clearly sold out to an extent that starting from 1980, National Geographic Society colluding with the Chinese Communist Party wiped Tibet from the world map, and not only wiped Tibet off of the world map, but also renamed, helped in sinicizing, helped in the sinification of Tibetan names, of places, of rivers, of cities, of capitals of Tibet. I want to request the people of the world, the best thing we can do is to write to the National Geographic Society as to how they were sold out to the Chinese Communist Party, and how in the effort to appease them, that they were distorting a historical fact, that they were erasing Tibetan, helping the Chinese Communist Party not only erase Tibet off the map of the world, but also help in destroying Tibetan civilization, Tibetan culture, Tibetan race as a whole. They are equally culpable for all the atrocities that the Chinese has committed, because the National Geographic Society is reinforcing and rewiring the minds and eyes of the world in helping evaporate Tibet from the face of the earth. So this is so tragic, and I want the people of the world to stand up, to have that spine behind your back, and to straighten that crooked moral compass, and hold your countrymen, and hold your senators, and hold your leaders accountable for all the death and destruction the Chinese Communist Party has caused, and also write letters to the National Geographic Society to stand up for their conscience, to stand up for the fact and the truth that they manifested in the magazines almost 100 years ago, that they should not be sold out to China, that should all the repository of facts that they have in the galleries, that they should expose, that they should bring out the historical facts in their maps on Tibet. So thank you so much if you're watching this video, and I appeal and urge my countrymen, appeal and urge people of the world to support nothing but the truth. And the truth is that Tibet was an independent country that is manifested in and this happens to be one very important historical fact that documents Tibet as an independent country. Thank you so much. Pögelo.